Welcome, welcome. We're going to try another daily run. Looks like it's going to be interesting. Silent. Starter deck is a fusion of all characters. Whenever you add a card to the deck, add 2 additional copies. You are no longer able to remove cards at the merchant. Hopefully we can get something like the Toker's pipe or whatever that allows us to do it at campfire, so we could maybe offset that. And then question mark rooms can now contain elites, but are also more likely to contain treasure rooms. So that'll be nice because we could probably get some interesting relics. So let's give this a try. It's been a few days since I've done a Slay the Spire run, so hopefully I'm not too rusty. And let's see here. Just looking for a couple of elites, maybe a campfire in between. This one looks pretty good. Alright, the deck is not terrible. Channel Lightning. Apply some vulnerable. Damage, defense. We do have Wrath, which can be very dangerous, but also really fun. Just because it can double damage taken and received. So let's channel lightning and apply some vulnerable for that lightning. Okay. We'd have to have 12 block if we entered Wrath. So let's just channel some more lightning, I suppose. And we'll do that. Okay. At least that protects us for now. We got that lightning still. 9 damage coming in. This'll block 10. We can still do a strike. Can probably go ahead and enter Wrath, hit strike, that would be 12 damage. With the lightning, that'll be enough to kill it. There we go. Easy, easy. Keep in mind the modifier for adding 2 cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and do poison, because that can stack really well. So that gave us 3. Alright, once again, we're gonna channel just so we've got consistent damage going out. Then that'll cover the damage coming in from that first one. And we can poison that guy. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Okay, the back one will die this turn, so how can we deal 12 damage to the guy up front? And we can do it this way. That should kill them both. There we go. We even had the lightning for a little extra. Definitely gonna add some shivs. Free card, pretty much. Still doing pretty good health, so what relic did we get? 4th question mark room is a treasure room. Cool. Never really going to complain about that one. Let's go ahead and channel that lightning for later. Get that first guy down. And start working on the guy in the back. Not a bad build so far. Let's just see if we can keep it going. That's dead. Don't need to really do anything other than that. Easy enough. Trying to definitely keep the deck small so that we can not have too many issues where we end up with a bunch of chokes. Well, yeah, normally it would be fine, but we don't have a ton of we don't have a ton of anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. That'll be nice. I don't have to worry about block for at least the first round. This one, let's go ahead and smith Zap, yeah, that would make it free, which would be kind of nice. Is there anything else that maybe would be nice? I know if we did the blade dance, we might end up with 4 shivs and stuff, but that's not too big of a deal. So yeah, let's go ahead and just do Zap. That's just free damage going out every turn, so that'll be nice. Alright, let's go ahead and do what we can to apply as much poison and just strike. It's kind of crazy I haven't received any potions. Do one of these restrict our potion drops, or have I just been super unlucky? We're gonna go ahead and do that one, and then we're gonna throw up some blocks just in case. Some damage is fine, but we just don't want to take a full 12 damage. I think we might be able to just kind of shiv him down, maybe? 4 damage, so that's 12 on this round. Should be able... Yeah, no problem at all. Let's just finish out with some shivs, why not? Poison would have taken care of him, but no big deal. When you lose HP, you lose 1 less. That can be pretty helpful. There is finally a potion. Whenever you play a card, gain a block. That's fine if I wasn't getting 3 of them. Like I said before, choke, just too expensive for now. Deals 8 damage twice, decreases the damage of this card by 2. This combat, not too concerned about that. I'm hoping to run up to a shop or something. Get something more beneficial. We do have 10 damage coming in, but we are protecting ourselves from 10 damage. We need to take care of that slime, hopefully, or take care of the bandit, which the bandit's probably going to do a lot more damage over time, and I do want to kind of save my money. So let's work on that. Let's do 2 more slashes, try to take him out. Hopefully we get some poison next time to start taking care of the slime. Let's go ahead and gain the block. Shiv will be nice for that, and we can let the poison take effect of this guy. And then hopefully the spark hits him? Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Alright. Now we can start whittling down the slime guy. We do need to do some block here. There we go. One thing I have learned about this game, definitely having to adapt to each fight as it comes. Trying to think long term and, oh, I want this build for this boss or this build for this elite doesn't really work. It can work, yes, like I want to get a bunch of shivs because they're free with the accuracy card to build damage, great, but it's definitely a situation where you don't want to spend too much time focusing on, say, the fact that we're going up against the slime at the end. We want to make sure that we're getting past all this, getting to that elite, getting to that campfire to heal, making sure that we're taking each fight as it comes. So, definitely helpful to think about it that way instead of the main boss is the one I had to prepare for. Yeah, we want to go ahead and heal on this one. Having an idea of your long-term goal is definitely good, but short-term is never. We get past fights since each fight can be really tough. Early poison could be good if I get apply the poison. Just so we have a constant taking damage away from him. We definitely want to block. We've got 18, so we want to go ahead and block as much of that as we can. This applies 3 poison, this applies 2 poison, so easy, easy. Okay. Like I said, we definitely want to do zap. We are going to take some damage here for sure, but Not much we can do about that since we didn't pull any block cards. Just kind of keep stacking that poison, hopefully. You can see that poison starts to stack really, really high and do some really serious damage. There are some cards that will double that damage, which makes it a lot better. The poison damage. Which looks like we're starting to go kind of towards a poison build, which is perfectly fine. I'm good on those cards. Colors card, 0 cost, okay. Okay, we have 9 damage coming in, we can block it. That's Artifact, I thought was going to take that. Noxious Fumes, oh okay, that's going to end my turn, at the end of my turn, right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start kind of whittling these guys down. When it comes to them, I like to take them out one by one. I have seen some people try to take them out equally, which is fine for the most part. It's a way of doing it, but not something I really care for. Especially since they cycle between blocking and cursing. It's not that bad. Okay. We do want to start stacking the poison on some of these guys in the back, but we also want to defend as best we can. We're definitely going to take a bunch of damage this turn and in this fight. So like I said, you really have to focus on the fight that you're currently in, or you could really lose really, really quickly. Oh, made a mistake there. Meant to hit that guy in the center. But we're already at half health in just this fight alone, so you can really see that it starts to get tough in some of these elite fights to where if I would have planned for the main boss, we probably would have been dead. So, keeping an idea of what's going on in each fight, highly recommended. We don't need to channel, but I think that's just what we're gonna do, just because we don't have any other cards. And then that'll finish it. Okay. Not too bad. We did lose half our health, which is not great. Not really a fan of any of these, especially since we're gonna get 3 of them and it could overload our deck accidentally. Okay, no, Dagger Spray, now that I think about it, it's not bad. There are a lot of places and enemies that you want to kill all of them in one go. See, Reliquaires, healing, start a combat with a colorless card in your hand, that can be good, can be bad. Deflect, always a great buy, it is free, we just got 3 of them in total, so that's great. Just got random, Caltrops, it's fine. I guess we're gonna go with the healing since I just can't keep my healing up, and then we're good. Hopefully that'll help us. Noxious Fumes, we want to go ahead and pull that zap out. They're not attacking, so it'll allow us to possibly put some poison on them for later. They're probably both going to attack this turn. Growth, yep. Let's go ahead and do Noxious Defense, try to get that 18 damage covered, which we did not. But it's 12 damage. Let's hit this guy twice, he'll die of the poison. We'll get the Noxious Fumes. That'll kill 1. Defense most of that, which is good. I think we just go ahead and kill it from here. Not a bad daily. Usually these daily runs really start hurting me. They really start tearing me down within the first floor. I've only won 1 to my knowledge. I've been doing this for a couple weeks, so every day for a couple weeks. But Bladed Dance would be good, but we already have a ton of cards. We're already at 25. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that one. Campfire doesn't really matter, we're just going to heal for the elite. But yeah, some of these dailies, they've really just, you know, taken my lunch money. Made it very difficult to build up any momentum, they just kind of take you out very quickly and make it very, very difficult to build that momentum, at least with my slightly limited knowledge of the game still, and my wanting to learn this. I've seen some scores, I'll get like a 200 score and they'll end up with a 2,000, so I'm sure I have a lot to learn still. Okay, let's go ahead and just drink that out, see what happens. That put me in wrath form. Biggest reason why I didn't want to do that, but I doubt I am going to be able to come back from this. Let's see here. Shiv will do double damage. We can apply some poison. Just trying to make sure I am doing as much damage as I can right now, forcing everything to split, because I need to do as much possible damage as I can. That'll be 16, that'll be 8 to both of those. Let's go ahead and bash that. Yes, that did force him to split. Good. Okay, and he'll split with only 2 health, which will be nice and easy. The other one split with 15, which is fine. I do have 40 damage coming in. Jeez. Let's go ahead there. This will take out the back one. That means only 20 damage is coming in. Let's go ahead, take out those 2 in front. There we go. Okay, cool. That could have been way, way worse. I could have easily died on that one. I don't think I've ever taken out that king slime that quickly, though, which is amazing. So, Wrath was good, but could have gone very south very quickly. None of these seem like anything I want to do. 1,000 cuts is good, but not if I was going to get 3 of them. If I was just going to get 1, I would have been fine. Remove 2 cards from your deck. Is there any I would want to remove? Wrath, maybe, but it just saved us there, so not too bad. During boss and elite combats, gain an extra energy. Curse, that's usually not that bad. Curse cards removed. The bell is just a card that you can't play, right? Can't be removed from your deck, that's fine. I deal with curses all the time. Extra energy, which is that same one from boss, but way better. Merchants restock cards, relics, and potions. All prices are reduced by 20%. Fantastic. And that was the winged boots, right? Yeah, we can jump if we need to. Say if this campfire we need to heal from that's across, we can just jump across. Awesome. Alright, let's see here. Who are we fighting? That is the knight that spawns those card stealers, if I remember correctly. So I am trying to look for some campfires, some leads. Looks like that left side. That right side could. There's 1 campfire, 2 campfires, a lot of mystery, so it's either an elite or treasure, which could be fun. It doesn't take us by any shop until towards the end there, which honestly is not a bad idea. We'd have plenty of money. Yeah, let's go up this right side. It's a little more dangerous. Choose the safest course of action, but let's have some fun with it. Let's go ahead, get some defense out there. Looks like 15 damage coming in. We've already blocked 14 of it. Let's go ahead. Don't apply vulnerable. We can take 1 damage. That's not too bad. Oh, we won't even need to. That's 10 damage coming in, so we might be able to do a little that, just really tear into them. That applies vulnerable. We can save that for an elite, because that would definitely help out. Which is good. We have 10 coming in, and that guy in front of me. So let's go ahead. Try my best. Yep. Okay, that game lagged there for a second. So I don't have any coming in, which is great because we made them both fall. It's good because I did not pull any defense cards that turn. We do have some this turn, which is great. Shiv again, let's go ahead, take those guys out. Let's apply the poison. And it's good. Beautiful. Not bad. I like this daily. It might actually be a win this time. My second daily win, which would be phenomenal. Adds a random card into your hand. It costs 0 this turn, then we exhaust as well. If we wanted to, that'd give us 3 of them. Noxious Fumes is great, but it still costs us energy. So those free cards are definitely the way to go. Shuriken, every 3 attacks, gain a strength. Is it 3 attacks per turn? 3 attacks per single turn. Yeah, super easy. We use those shivs a lot. And you know that I can go anywhere here. I don't have to follow the path because of those winged boots. But I want to follow the path. Those winged boots can really save you towards the ends of runs, which is definitely something to save that for. I have made the mistake in the past that I just immediately started jumping around, wasted it, and it really ruined a run. So, let's go ahead and pull another card. It's a random one. Okay. Unplayable cards can't be played. If this card is discarded from your hand, draw 2 cards. Great. Good card. Not for this build. We do have some damage coming in, which is 12. Not a problem since we have defended that already. You just have defense cards. There we go. What was this potion? Fill all your empty potions with a random potion. We'll save that for later after we use that vulnerable. That's good. We do have 12 more damage coming in, so that deflect will definitely help. Let's just pile on some poison. We can take a little bit of damage, which isn't a big deal, because I can heal through it. Okay, that applies that. Yeah. We are going to take some damage here. 8 damage, which is not terrible. Let's go ahead and use those. I don't want to fill up my hand, because you can actually fill up the total cards in your hand, and the shivs will just kind of fall off and go into the... It's fine, but you also lose damage, so... Alright, we do have 10 damage coming in. Not really much I can do about that. Unless this gives me some kind of strength card. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to block that. I can block 8 of it. Hey, not bad. Okay, yeah, that'll give me some power tomorrow. Or tomorrow. Jeez. Next turn. Alright. Yeah, we definitely want to block. Discard that. Ha. No point in that, I just felt like it. I really don't want to be in Wrath unless it'll kill him. It'll kill him. Okay, why not? Piercing Well. I love Piercing Well. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it. Piercing Well can save me. Making them drop their strength is phenomenal. Cool. We zap, defend, noxious fumes. Gain that. No, we want to go ahead and defend the 10 damage, which we do have that defending. Let's go ahead and use this just cause. We can just keep attacking, I suppose. Unless we want to try to draw 2 cards. Maybe it'll be a free one. Nah, okay, no big deal. Piercing Well, always great. And poison the guy in the back. Just because he's going to survive longer. Okay. Curses, not too concerned about it. He's not having any damage come into me at the moment, so let's just keep wailing on him. Let that damage keep taking him down, the lightning keep taking him down. That damage over time is definitely a good way of dealing with certain enemies, as well as with the silent. There's builds completely around just poison building, doubling your poison, tripling your poison. It's just awesome. I tend to go with the Shiv dagger builds and stuff like that, where it like raises your accuracy, raises your damage overall. Usually great, but I've done a poison build and it was surprisingly a ton of fun. I mean, hundreds of points of damage just in poison. So, not going to take a card there. None of them were good, especially when you get 3 of them, like I've been saying. Okay, my least favorite. I do not like Snecko. It always hurts me in the sense that a 0-cost card now costs 3, so, or 1-cost card costs you, 2. So it ends up to where you're confused and it's very painful. Let's go ahead and get that poison out too. So if you don't know what Snecko does, one of the few things in the game that'll give you a debuff of confused, I think it's called. Yeah, confusion. So what that does, let me try to get over there. Whenever you draw a card, it randomizes the cost. So it can be in a positive or a negative light. So like right here where Poison Stab is now 0, Blade Dance is now 0, Defend is now 0. That's amazing and that's great. That's really going to help us out in this turn. But you have here where it's Distraction, where it was a 3 or it was a 0. That's the big reason why we got it. So we just draw a 0 card. It's now 3. So it would use up our entire bank of energy, which is never good. So it can be a positive, it can be a negative. My luck, it's almost always negative. So it'll come up to where a 0-cost card now costs 3, and it kind of locks me into only being able to do one card plays sort of situations. And so this round, at least it didn't screw me over. I definitely don't want to be in Wrath form, especially since that would be 30 damage, and even with my block it would be 25. Don't want to take that kind of damage. So Wrath has a place, but not right now. Yeah, see, like right here where that last Blade Dance was 0, now this one's 2, this one's 3. It can really screw you over. So this round I can only play 2 cards at most. If I did this one, I could do the 3 shivs. I could do this one with 3 shivs, sure, but it's just, it can really stopgap you if it gets bad luck and you end up with all 3s and only 2 power. So I have definitely died to Snecko before because of confusion. Play the top 3 cards in your draw pile. That hurt us last time, but it's not always a bad deal. Grand Finality is fun, but I've only ever been able to do that once in all the time I've played this. We do have Deflect, which is good. Let's just go ahead and get some more defense. It never hurts to get defense. I am thinking about jumping over to here, because that would put us with an elite. They'll give us a relic. We can get to that campfire just above this one, and then we can get back on the path where we were going. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It's a daily run, so let's take some gambles. It's not like I'm going for an unlock or anything. Let's get these deflects out just so we know that we're good. Alright. Adrenaline is good. Yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, that gave us Piercing Wail. Yay. Beautiful. Deflect just because we can, and it's funny. Spray and throw, and we're good, I guess. I know this is elite, but I've never really had too big of a problem with this guy. The wounds can get very annoying for sure, but I really haven't had too much of a problem with this one. Can't say I remember ever dying to this elite, but like I said, I am still fairly new, so I may have just been blocking those memories out. Let's get these defenses out. I have, was that 18 damage coming in? Yeah, so we definitely want to get some more damage coming out, or more damage deflection. Let's go ahead and get Zap in. More poison's always great. We'll get some daggers thrown off. We've got that deflect over there at the end, which is great, because I didn't even think about defense this turn, which is just lovely. Smart, very, very smart. Yeah, let's go ahead and play worst case scenario. We enter Wrath. Let's go ahead and pop the regen. We're going to need it, because this is going to hurt. Yep, half our health. Like I said, Wrath has a spot, and it's great, but if it falls at the wrong time, you can really get hurt. Alright, 30 gold. Eternal Feather, every 5 cards in your deck, you gain 3 health whenever you enter a rest site, which is phenomenal. We do have 37 cards, yep. Top right corner, Juice, that will give us just max health. Escape Plan, draw a card. If the card is a skill, gain 3 block. They're free, so that'll help us heal, because that'll put us at 40. Alright, Campfire, almost full health from that. Can we? We can, so we're gonna go ahead and smith a card. What's one that we just use all the time, other than the Blade Dances, of course? We're using Piercing Wail a lot, we are using the Dagger Spray a lot. Poison Stab we're using quite often. Let's go ahead and just do Bash. Just because I can't guarantee that we're going to grab an upgraded card. But Bash at least will do 3 vulnerable, which will make it easier down the line. Let's go ahead, start kind of stacking up. Draw 6 cards and you have 6 in your hand. I have 6 cards already, so draw 1. Let's get some shivs out. So for this elite, part of me always wants to go and just start wailing on the main bad guy, because once you get the leader down, they just kind of leave, even if the minions are still around. But the minions still do damage, so you want to make sure that you're negating as much damage as possible. So in this situation, what I am going to do is probably just apply a bunch of poison, if possible, to the guy in back. Because once we apply that poison, of course it sticks around, it starts to just whittle him down, it makes it easier, and I can just deal with the small guys up front. So, should be, well, that was a misplay. Thanks, brain. Yeah. Okay, so let's slow down, take our time. I'm just pushing buttons because I can at this point, so. Whenever next turn your attack still double damage, that's a phenomenal card. I wish I had that just in my deck alone. So it looks like he's going to summon some more. Yep. Alright, so that's 8, 9, what is that, 13 damage coming in? So we should be able to defend that without a problem. Cards do double damage, so you can see they're represented by those high numbers. We want to hit that guy a couple times. Super nice play on that one. Come on. Corpse Explosion. Oh, that's great if I had the little minions. Corpse Explosion, apply 6 poison. If it damages, it kills for max health. So let's say those minions had 20 damage or 20 health. It would have done 20 damage if they died from poison, which is always phenomenal. You can really stack that up on some of the elites, some of the bosses, that sort of stuff, where you do a significant amount of damage if you just apply the poison to the right person. And you just kind of sit and wait. That will carry to the next one. Piercing Wail, and then I guess we'll just throw a defense in there for the fun of it. Alright. Noxious Fumes. We want to definitely start getting... Piercing Wail would be best here, just so we can mitigate as much damage as possible. So we only have, what, 18 damage coming in? Yeah. I'm just trying to whittle that guy down in the back. It seems like he keeps pulling the poison away, or he just has so much health I can barely tell that it's taking effect. Yeah, let's go ahead and deal double damage. We'll do a Piercing Wail to get that guy up front, to not have any damage coming towards us. I do want to start taking out this guy in the middle, because that unknown, what it is that he's essentially charging a really strong attack, like 20 HP kind of damage. So let me see here. That's fine. So yeah, probably this turn he'll have like a 20 damage attack coming out. No, okay, so he's got one more turn. get these to yeah, so like that, 28 damage, huge amount of damage coming out. Let's go ahead and do a corpse explosion on him, because that should kill him this turn. I'm gonna get my... Yeah, that'll kill him this turn, and it should transfer that 16 damage over to this guy, which will be nice. Let's hope that's the truth. Yes, beautiful. It did. And I think it also double damaged. Whenever you play poison, additional poison, phenomenal. Choose 1 to 3 skills, cards to add to your hand. Great. Alright. I can't discard, so the one in the middle really makes no sense. Dagger Spray's been great, but I don't really think we need it. Weakness, usually fine, but like I said, I don't think we really need it. Not sure how long this is gonna last. And we're about halfway through that second floor, so give me a second here. We're gonna cut the video just so we don't run out of playtime here, and then we'll be right back.